so weird I can't see you guys.
Can you hear me? Sherri's muted.
Oh no,
You're still, you were automatically muted, I think. And he wasn't. I could hear Derek. Hey, everybody. Welcome to, yes, we are live.
Awesome.
Yes, we're here with Guthrie.
We made it.
Derek from Ohio, Sherri from California, and me from Pennsylvania. So welcome, guys. Welcome to this impromptu healing. You know, it's kind of interesting, Derek, because you were popping in here and there, you know, once in a while. And then when you sent that message the other night, I was like, oh my God, I had seen your city of light coming in, being centered, be aligned. And it was like dropping down right on top of your location. It was a little off and up and it came over and it dropped right down. And it's funny. I didn't say anything to you about it, did I?
No, so you didn't really.
What did you experience when you watched the live? I'm just curious because I saw that happen. I know it happened. So you must have had some kind of sense of, you know, what was going on.
Yeah, Monday night. Yeah, I was putting a bunch of energy into it, and then Sherri was going on and on about what she was seeing and the things you guys were clearing. And about the time you guys started yawning really bad is about the time I got knocked out. So you guys were trying to keep me there. I didn't announce in the chat I was in there. I was just kind of behind the scenes, but I was focusing in and I was seeing everything energetically. And like there was just all this energy wrapping around, right? And you guys went into that collective. And like my energy doesn't really want to go with the collective because I've been kind of in my own little lane, right? So see it kind of flux up and it was just like a, and then you could see everybody standing and she was like, yeah, we can see him coming in right now. And it's like I was the center of that.
Oh, was that you? Awesome. I knew it was somebody from our tribe. Oh my God. I did not pick up that was you.
Right. And you guys were talking like the Galactics were there and the Galactics had something. And then I was kind of knocked out. I couldn't see it, but I went and rewatched it. And about that time was when there was that, you know, the deceit and the, you know, the disappointment between the higher selves, right? Because there's some energetic plays back and forth there, right? And you guys touched it, you healed it good, and now the transmutation's rolling out. So I'll go on mute, but yeah, that was a powerful experience for sure.
It's awesome. Okay,
That's so awesome.
The train. Oh, he muted himself. Isn't that considerate? Hey, everybody watching, Bev, Jeanette, nice to see you guys.
Hey, ladies.
And anybody who's lurking back there, if you don't want to make a comment, that's fine. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's funny when I saw your city, I didn't identify that as you with the Galactic but I knew it was somebody from our tribe that came in because you were like, hey, yeah. And it was like the whole city kind of got a golden lasso around it. And it was just brought right into alignment, almost like he can handle it. He can handle it. Just snap it in. And he did. I'm so glad you reached out though, Dee. Because the cities of crystals, the crystal cities, they want the healing to come from the purity that's contained within. So they want us to tap into that as like a location 3. So when we go up into location 2, we're going to go through a portal to take us to the city. We may not say this as we're doing it. We'll just do it. And whoever follows along is welcome to come. But we're going to be sending the healing from that location and bringing it down if that's okay with you guys. That's the only guidance I got for the healing tonight. So we can pretty much, you know,
take it.
It's definitely being more creative. So I was in a session last night and there was a device on the however you want to say it, on their crown. And I thought it was something that their higher self put there, kind of like a mechanical mechanism to help grow that crown chakra, right? But after further digging in, that was actually an implanted device, right? So we were able to quantum entangle with that, and then we put some, you know, blue crystal code diamonds in it, and then we left it. So now it's kind of like, now instead of it draining the energy and consuming it and taking it from that person, now all of it's dissolving through that person.
Nice.
So that's very powerful stuff. So seeing all these different mechanical aspects, remember we are creators, right? So we can create energetically, quantumly as well. And that's where the City of Light came in. So a little brief about that is the city's set up to where you are desired to be in the current moment. But there's a focal pyramid in the middle of the city. And once you have that full completion of self-recognition, then you can go inside that center pyramid. And that center pyramid is true center temple of your codex. So you guys might notice that bright light, but yeah, feel free to explore around. Do a little beta run, shall we?
Well, your city, it has, I remember from when I was there before. Oh, and listen, if our video freezes, but you still hear the audio, that's okay. Because your video freezes once in a while, but we can still hear you seamlessly. So that's good.
Okay, good. Because I can't even see you guys. I'm drinking some kombucha. I'm trying a new one. Tasting pretty good.
Nice.
Kombucha. Yeah, I heard that's pretty good for you. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know.
I'm getting really big into the gut health.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's like a second brain, right?
Second
so we got to keep
brain.
that
It is.
healthy.
That's important.
We got to keep it
Right.
parasite free.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't want to say that too loud. Any algorithms picking up on that one.
Parapeters.
You know, those little things that aren't really supposed to be inside of you that are, that, you know, kind of hang out
But
there.
yeah, I do want to say something. So I didn't fully understand, you know, obviously because I fell asleep. But when I was coming back in, it was about 4:00. And I think this is important for everybody listening to understand. You know, we went to a high galactic center. We went really way out there. We're past lots of light codes and different geometries, right? And I was coming back I see light fractal particles, sometimes crystals, sometimes diamonds, right? Rubies. And I'm seeing all this, and I come back to it's about 4:00 in the morning. And I'm like super charged up. I'm like, whoa, you know, like get a glass of water. I'm trying to go back to sleep, and it took me almost an hour to go back to sleep. So it's about 5:00 in the morning. I go back to sleep. I got to wake up at, an hour anyways, right? And I had this dream that threw me off. What it was is they were bombarding me in my dreams, right, to get into my mental construct to make me have mental unclarity, right? And it was a dream about my wife trying to be like a swinger and cheating on me stuff. Like, it was weird, you know. And like, we have a trust between each other. I know that's not right, but it still shook me at the core, right? It's like, why did I see this? Okay. And then I'm like, well, I got control of my dreams, right? I saw myself come back from the galactic center. So like, what was really going on? And it was a particular projection down in order to ruffle my feathers on a Tuesday, which is a mental day. So it was trying to stir my mental constraint up to throw me out of my pattern. So I capitalized on the opportunity and I changed the pattern, right? And then by changing the pattern, you know, I was able to quantum untangle myself from it and then also use it as an empowerment, right? So I just wanted to share that one with you guys.
That's
Anybody
awesome.
have weird dreams? They're
I had a dream.
bombarding us a little bit.
I was at a wedding, and my brother is actually eloping today. So, you know, it's kind of funny. He has a pool in the backyard, and there was a pool in the backyard. It's just, you know, stuff like that, like more prophetic dreaming stuff, but not nightmare. Sherri, weren't you talking yesterday when we were in the healing? I think I remember you were seeing them coming in. What was that? When they were trying to hijack it. Oh, yeah, we were both taking care of that too, because there was something going on with them. What was that?
During the healing on Monday? Yeah.
Did I say yesterday?
I'd have to
Monday.
watch back. I just know that I had for all of the amazing healing and energy that was running on Monday night, and I don't remember what it was. I just remember waking up, same thing as Derek, like with just disturbing this stuff that wasn't me. And it was like I was just spending all day yesterday, cancel that, get it out. So just trying to be like throwing me off my center and really being like, okay, and really every thought I had, I just spun it out.
I remember what it was. It was the backdoor to the Lemurian programming. They were trying to tag everybody that was light beings with that backdoor programming, and we were getting rid of it. And they were like, no, do you really have to do that? And you're like, they weren't even aggressive about it, but they were still, we were closing them. So they're trying to get that overlay of program back in you because we erased their back door, which is something we've just been not noticing. It's just been part of us. So we've been fighting those programs and to get to the bottom, but they've been stuck on a poop loop. And so now we took care of that. And what are they doing? They're coming after you in dream time. Not cool.
Nope.
Not cool.
We took care of it. We're all taking care of it. You know, it's just awareness. And
but it doesn't end up becoming a little comical after so long.
Yeah.
A good way to look at it.
Yo.
I love the phrase "not today."
Yeah.
Not today, Zerg. That's a Buzz Lightyear phrase, right? Not today, Zerg. Yo,
I don't know. Yeah,
guess what I saw last night?
What's that?
Date night with self. I went to the movies. I took myself out to the movies and I saw Free Guy.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I loved it. There was a lot of downloads in that movie. Just saying. A lot of downloads.
Go watch that.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of left there going like, holy shit. Excuse me.
They give away a lot. I mean, they were trying
I'm not going to say anything. I'll just say watch it. That's all. You got to see it. It's worth it. $5 Tuesday night. $5 movie night was Tuesday. So nice. I haven't been to the movies in forever, and I got a matinee price. I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. It's good to do something like that.
Yeah. All right, you guys. How's everybody? How you feeling? You ready to just get right into work, or what do you want to do?
Let's do it.
Sherri's ready. D, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm always ready.
I'm feeling it. I feel like, now it's really ramping up as far as the need for, I don't even know. I just told Linda, like, blasting the light. Like, that's what it feels like. It just feels like we're stepping into over the line. They've crossed the line and we've got to, okay, here we go. That's what I feel.
You're
like.
right.
Yeah.
But I guess before we step into it too, something that's kind of been weighing on my mind is like, you just got to be, right? The essence of life is you. So there really is no goal in life, or there's no need to go outside of you, right? So when I come back and I humble myself and I just stay in that, not projecting, not trying to have goals and stuff, not really much happens outside of my surroundings, but inside I become more pure. But then when I focus on the outside things, it's like sometimes things get overlooked within the inside. So having a balance between that, okay, we know what we can do as light workers, right? And we're about to have this experience together right here in just a few minutes. But in the same sense, all we have to do really is just sit back and ground it, right? So learning how to flow within that construct and that balance of, pushing, right, shining the light, and then letting the light shine, and then seeing what the reaction is, right? I think that's important, not to get stuck in one modality, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. When you were saying that, it made me think of walking between the worlds again, or having one foot in each world. And instead of it being two different realities, two different dimensions, like we tend to think, this reality is the linear 3D timeline, and the quantum world or the real timeline is another one. And we're kind of walking between two worlds. Instead of it that way, it's like your inner world and your outer world are also two different worlds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kind of the same thing. It's kind of like the quantum world is inside of you and the outside world. So just being and letting things happen. Like Sherri, you were saying earlier, they're telling you just blast it out. Like, it's almost like we're all on the same page with where we're at. I mean, you guys put it in your comments too, if you feel like leaving a comment and saying if you're feeling the same thing, because we all just want to bring this beautiful creation that is the new earth. We all want to manifest this new earth and be in the new earth. Yeah. And we know that there is a place like that where we're not living like, as slaves or to somebody else's agenda, expressing our gifts and being creative and expressing our love energy instead of fear energy. It's like the upside down or the inside out, for real.
Yeah. Wherever we are, what is that? Wherever you are, there you go, or wherever you go, there you are. I mean, really, it's what you guys are both saying. It's all within us, and whatever expresses itself through us is how it's going to express through us. So that's the journey. That's the beautiful part of this journey and doing this work, especially with tribe members too, because they're lending their energies, and suddenly you're, like Derek was there, you knew he was there, you called it out, you're like, there's a tribe member here, who is it? So we're all in each other's fields helping each other out, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
it
very
is
powerful.
It's good to know you got somebody on your 6.
Got your 6. Yes, it's good to know someone's got your 6.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it in two different ways.
Oh,
headphones, these
you're
things on?
split
No,
right now. You got one foot over here and one foot over here, huh?
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. But yeah, just centering ourselves and balancing ourselves into that oneness. I mean, to know that we don't have to project out and do anything, but that we can help each other, right? To me, that's a magical feeling. When I help somebody, that light bulb turns on. They help somebody else, they turn a light bulb on, and it's just like that ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
So stay humble in that, right? I'm always blessing people that are coming from future sessions, people that I haven't even met yet, holding space, right? So then when we get in sessions and we get around people who are kind of in a denser energy and really haven't created that sacred space for themselves, we can drag them to these different areas around that have that space and allow that healing to take place. Because when we harmonize ourselves, right, the atoms around us are getting harmonized. So, you can literally think of it as a bubble, but it's truly is a bubble, because these particles of air, right, humidity, all these different particles are now tuned to your frequency within your radius, right? So when you do that, you're purifying the atmosphere as you walk, right? So that's the whole theory of everything I touch turns into gold, right?
Yep.
It's very powerful. And we're like little GeoCity miners, right? We're mapping the earth in a golden quantum, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's like the grid work. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. What is
Wow,
that?
that's weird. Wow. Okay, might be feedback. I don't know, but that was creepy.
That was interesting.
It was
It might have been
creepy.
my mug. I don't
They
know.
say creepy.
Oh, stop it, you guys.
It was creepy. Like little kids.
Are you serious?
It was creepy. Hey, Willow.
All right, that was the laugh there.
Oh, listen, guys, at the end of the night, I'm going to run a few banners. Remind me if I forget, please. Going to show you where you can subscribe to Sherri and Derek's channel. And also, I got you guys. It's not really a special deal, but if you go to the place, if you want to get crystals and stuff, I'm going to show you the website where you can get a $5 off your order by signing up for their newsletter. And it's a really great place. I just recently got some crystals and things like that. So Derek's running to get his crystals now. I know it.
Nice.
I got these from Arkansas recently. I was showing you the clear quartz, and then there's a couple other good ones that are over there doing their job.
Yeah, I got mine too.
So, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It went flying out of my hand. It just
saw
went flying out of my hand.
that happened to me last time, remember? And they went on the floor, and
I was like, doesn't want to be shown. I don't know. Of those,
what do you got? What do you got, D? Let's see it.
Oh, well, I was just adjusting the light. It looked like it was coming down an angle too much.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Just
grabbing the
take the head
crystals.
off. My hair's a little wild.
Labradorite.
Labradorite.
But I got tonight I got a nice piece of Damberite.
Ooh.
So this is very calming, and it helps you connect to your higher self for guidance, right? But then once you step into that higher self presence, now it becomes a buffer between energies, between you and your higher self. So it's a pure connection, but it also keeps you calm, right? So it doesn't allow your emotions and your mental to distract you from your spiritual guides. And then you pair it with the angel light.
Ooh.
So angel light's communication with the angels, and it makes a powerful combination. That's what we're doing tonight. Keep everything nice and calm and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. So I'm excited.
I've got my grounding things too.
I'm looking for my angel light right now. I got a clear one.
Beautiful.
That one's clear. I know I'm not holding it in the camera. Sorry. It's going on the grid.
It still sucks. I can't see you guys. But
Oh, you can't see us at all?
Yeah.
it's just black.
That's tough.
It's just black. Oh, dude. All right. Well, you're going to have to watch
I
the
got a good
playback.
imagination, though. I can hear.
You're going to have to watch the playback then, and you'll see it.
Watch me freeze and look like a robot.
You're not freezing right now. Well,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
your eyes are closed right now, and they're staying closed. You just froze when I said that. All right. Well, let's get into it. And this is going to be, just as much your healing as it's going to be our healing. We're going to use our Trinity Infinity connection here. Connecting the grid work between Derek, Sherri, and myself. Forming all alignments in location 2. Making sure your city is down under so that we're not expanded too far out there yet, D. Bringing that in over center. Everybody who's watching and part of this, you know what to do. Just close your eyes. You can watch if you want to, but better to just close your eyes to tap in. Take a couple deep breaths to ground yourself. Using your light to ground yourself. Root all the way down into the center of Earth, to Earth's core. Bring it back up through yourself, through your crown, out through your field. Golden light. Duplicate this through the grid, sending it out through all filaments, all connections. And they're guiding me to do this through all timelines that are not yet completed on false matrix lines or time loops that haven't yet completed and collapsed. So we're going to send it out through those filaments too. Kind of looks like a major highway right now with lots of exit ramps. So we're just going to send out. Take a deep breath. Just keep it flowing right now. There you go, Derek. Open up a little. Send this out with your breath. You're already going out and doing your thing there. All right. You want to bring in the power of your crystal city? So we can use some of this light here.
Yeah, so feel that energy field around you, that vortex, that toroidal field. Feel that power and that life force within it. And that becomes your transportation. So imagine your ball shooting up into the sky through your crown. It opens up your crown and you feel a little bit of pressure. Just go up, up, up until you reach the city. The city itself isn't a pyramid, and then there's lots of features inside of it. So you might see it just a bright white pyramid. It's a bluish tint. Just allow yourself to merge into it and come through. It's a very creative place, so there's lots of things to the imagination and the mind to see. A lot of different sights and sounds, and allow that to just flow and bring you to the center. Excuse me. As you get to the center, you feel the energy charge.
Requesting permission to fill the healing buckets or canisters, containers for transport. All right, golden tube highways coming down to make it easier, so we can just blow out some healing from there and blast it out through the heart chakras, heart centers. Do we have permission? Send out healing. Still waiting on confirmation. Okay, Derek, it looks like your 8D self is kind of getting in the way here. Can we talk to him?
Let's do it.
Okay. He wanted to keep this. He doesn't want the healing energy to be transported out. He wanted to keep this place safe and secure and under your command, under his command, under their watch. And they wanted to keep it safe. All right, we don't want to change anything in here.
Yeah, nothing can go out. Only can come in on the pyramid.
Okay.
And we can
So
pulsate. We can pulsate it out, but we can't connect it to anything because it has to. It can't get quantum entangled, right? It's its own free object.
no, we want to make sure that all hires are aware that what is given out is returned. You know, it's nothing. We're not stealing anything. It's not a borrow, except it's being given out from like a loving grace of wanting to help humanity evolve and evolve out of because everybody evolves. When one does, they all do. So we want it. We just want to, we're guided to be here from the crystal cities. There's plenty of crystal cities that we can do, but you stepped up as an emissary, Derek, and you're a co-creator and an architect. And in your build, you have a source of healing from here that can be shared. And we're requesting from 8D, I'm seeing Syrian and Octarian. Which one is that? All right, who am I talking to? Who is this? Okay, now I'm seeing a whole council. All right, Derek, we want to bring you in on this.
Well, I've been avoiding them.
Yeah, we need to talk to them. Let's do it.
All right. You see that blue piece of energy? I cracked it open the other day to show them I hold it. This is what they claim is theirs. And we're asking them to release all back into the hole.
Yes.
To create the ball similar to The Last Dragon of Raya, which is very ironic that these kid movies keep giving puzzle pieces to the whole meaning of the quantum.
Interesting. Okay, so
pieces have to come together.
We want to release all karma, all karmic contracts from all lifetimes and in between them, all planetary systems and in between them, all star systems and in between them, from the point of origination, from the point of beginning, very beginning, alpha to omega, and everything in between. Nothing hidden in between lifetimes. We want to cancel all karma, all karmic contracts, any vows or oaths or anything taken that might have prevented this healing from being shared, something that might have kept it in a secrecy. I'm seeing some kind of secret order type of thing going on here. So we're just going to take that out. Okay, what else? It's like they were very much used to operating in their own sphere of influence, I'm going to call it. And being asked to share is okay. It's okay with them. They're saying it's okay. They just want more communication directly with you. They want to be acknowledged for their assistance in your soul growth and in your creation, and seeing a mutual respect level moving forward. And they're willing. If you're willing, we want to take it all the way down line.
I don't want to get too far into it, but what are they going to do to the raccoon? How are they going to repay that trauma?
Ask them. Let's see. They're not letting me into the raccoon trauma. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one. Sherri, you picking up anything for that?
No, it's a little bit of a battle between dark and light. That's what I'm picking up.
Yeah, there's some deception there that we've been working on the last couple of years.
A lot in the heart space, collective heart space. Some programs, creatures.
Interesting bloodline. Very interesting bloodline. What's your blood type? Or don't you want to say it publicly? That's okay.
Very ancient. This is very deep galactic stuff. Battles, territories. This is what it feels like.
Tribal family lineage type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so give back the organic that you did not rightfully obtain. And don't claim it as your all.
I heard agreed on that one.
The power is useless unless it's combined.
What else there? They said go ahead and say what you want from this. You have their full attention, more or less.
You don't take what's not yours and claim it as so and act like you're the creator of it. It's trying to pull me on my ego, and I'm like, I don't want to go there. I'll just release.
Done with the ego. Okay, so release. You ready to release that?
We'll let it float out there and heal a little bit, and we'll come back to that. Just for making that aware.
Okay, so whatever this elixir type of healing is, this crystal city origin of light that's in here. There's something very, very powerful that can be given to the collective. And it's like, you're ready to do that, Derek, or you wouldn't be here right now. And they want to hold on to that and prevent that from leaving your city. So we have to come to some kind of arrangement or agreement so we can blow that out for everybody and share it with everyone.
Yeah, I think at this time we'll allow the Nordics to bring that lightning through the bottom of the grid and shot color down that way. The release of that full amount, it would not be beneficial at this moment. We will reach a crescendo for when that time is ready to take place.
Perfect.
It's always been a spiritual journey, of upliftment for that individual to walk through the pyramid. So when you felt yourself go through the pyramid, you are ready for that healing. Unfortunately, the collective is not.
As they rise up to the pyramid, Derek, is the door open, or do they need a key code to get in? Are you willing to allow them into a certain chamber for their own healing when they're ready for it?
Yeah, so look, the outside is a milky, clearish blue, white plasma. If they trust themselves to walk through, they shall be granted.
Okay, wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful.
It's coded. One person could stare at it and touch it and never walk through. Another person would just dive straight through and start exploring. I did see about 30, 40 people standing with arms held around the center when we were trying to bring that energy down. we'd like to just bring that electrical force, so like a 70 Nordic, right? So bring that down.
Preparing the grids for the receiving. Sending it out. Through the Christ grids, we're going to mesh them together. As soon as you bring that down, take a deep breath, Derek, when you're ready. And when you breathe it out, we'll receive and spread.
Can I charge it?
Okay.
It's gonna start off soft and slowly amplify to full capacity.
Okay, we're ready for you. Nice.
Wrapping it around the core of the ether.
My hand is so heavy and I like burning right now. It's so full of electricity. It's crazy.
Nice.
Thank you for that share. That was beautiful. It's exactly what they needed. Exactly what we needed.
I'm going to jump that back into the sacred geometry that's outside of the ether, and then also quantumly charge the blue crystal codex that's eventually going to replace the ether.
Mm-hmm.
So we're allowing all three of those to jumble together. And that's the easement. We'll pull it together. And now start ramping it up.
Emerald Ray is coming in to help with this codex. Apparently, they want to have something to do with that. The Golden Race, the Emerald Ray.
So many upset people. Betrayed.
I'm seeing a massive pyramid structure forming between the three of us and going up to a point. I want to say to the top of location 2, just for a reference. And I'm seeing waves and waves of golden, blue, and emerald sort of floating like an ocean layer around the Christ grid, around the earth. This motion is beautiful. It's liquid light. And I'm seeing it just coming down to help heal people with the transition into truth.
There's a little tightness in the heart. So I just asked that individual to breathe in through the nose. Maybe you saw something that shook you. Just allow that to go. It's part of the clearing. Much better. Thank you. Oh.
Sherri, where are you working?
Sorry, I was muted.
It's okay. Yeah, where are you working?
Yeah, I'm being guided to just really hold these crystal cities on the grid, and I'm seeing them pop up all over the planet. So just really combining them, pulling the energies together, threading them together. So I'm kind of outside of it. Just sending the light through those filaments that are connecting all the different cities, different locations.
Beautiful.
I saw those birds release. Nice.
What is going on with the birds? Can we please find out? Can anybody get contact here with the avian? Can we call in the avians? The holy avians? The rainbow avians, blue, golden, emerald. Anybody want to come forth and tell us what's happening with the bird nation? There's something going on with the bird nation.
Like they're
It's not
shut
time
out.
now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing this dark overlay over. Got the light of the city that I'm seeing, just this almost like a net. The things that can't come in, can't from the higher realms. So I'm just pulling it off.
Yes, please.
I'm
hearing it was a coordinated attack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of darker galactics hanging up there in the higher realms in the cosmos, and these different systems coming in and just kind of like holding that in place. So just spending the light there too.
Oh yeah, wow, massive headache right now. Massive headache. I do not consent. Time to get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll just release those bluebirds.
Not playing the game.
Nope, not playing this game. Out to Chiron. Not Chiron.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Is it the Chiron? Yes, that's the one out there. It's that one.
That's it.
All right. Out. 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 Goodbye. Back up.
Woo!
Do you feel that?
There it goes.
Yep. Wow, I actually got a cold breeze on my leg when that happened.
Yep.
That was
me too. That was definitely some Egyptian stuff over there.
All right. Should we bring it back in a little, or what are you thinking, guys?
Yeah, so the bluebirds, the avians has been misconstrued. And it's been poked at and joked about. And the sincerity of the sacredness of the blue bird. Birds of a flock together. Something about a feather can be given. You can obtain different feathers. They work as infinity stones in your concept of linearity. Each one holding a special elemental power.
Let's share this knowledge base in a sphere. Let's put it in this plasmic sphere. We're going to blow it out on the collective now.
That's some feathers, nice.
Yeah, they were dropping feathers.
Electric feathers everywhere.
It's like they're floating into the center of the pyramid, each pyramid. It's really pretty.
Okay, all those pyramids you see, is everybody tuning in? And then all the beautiful light workers out there that do this kind of work, repeatedly. So we're going to pull all of the energies out of the top of the pyramid. So you are the pyramid right now. You're a golden pyramid, or whatever color you desire to be. And that energy is going to come out the top of your crown. So allow your crown to shoot that beam up. And we're all going to direct it to one center location of a sphere. And that center location is the brother and the sisterhood of the light worker.
Okay, but slight correction, they're telling me. Slight correction on that. As it goes out through the top, it's going to circle back around and in through your root, and it's going to come out your heart, and then you're going to share that to the location.
I like that. Yeah.
They don't like it coming out the top of the crown, because that's how we've been siphoned off. If it comes back around your toroidal field, up through you and out through your heart, then you're giving it, which means you will be replenished and you will not be siphoned from. So we got to remember how to do that now.
I like that.
up and around, out, and through the heart. And then we project through the heart. Okay. All right. So finish what you're saying. Where's the center location? Is it a
Just
sphere?
higher. About 6, 7.
Is it a sphere?
Yes.
Okay. So they're showing me they're firing the grid with their hearts, the heart centers. They're firing the grid, and then the whole thing is just blasting up through. We didn't even say breathe yet.
I would say the whole grid's like lifting.
It's through the whole planet. The whole planet has a toroidal field right now.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Wow.
Sharing up to the higher realms too.
Yeah.
Way, way, way up.
Yeah. It's so still.
Free of thought.
Yeah. I'm sharing this one back down so anyone tuning into this can have the same experience. Anchoring in a portal doorway for anyone to join us out here, up here, over here. There's a collective coming in. It's a group of the collective. It's not everybody. It's like a weightless floating of peacefulness.
I just saw water. It's like being suspended in water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting a plasma rainbow, very white colors, but yet faint colors.
Mm.
Pink, yellow, green, white. Oh,
Some healing going on there.
unicorns.
Huh. Now you guys know we want to stay here like as long as we want.
Forever.
Right. But I think we're going to turn this inside out and bring this back down through the portal and bring it back down and get us a little closer to Earth and within location 1, location 2 area. We're going to bring all this down into location 2 so that we can tap in through our physical crown chakras.
Okay, I'm gonna stay up in the high sphere.
You can. We're still yeah.
I'm gonna pump that power down.
Okay. All right. But our intention too is that all of this stays streaming, stays fluid. This channel, as in this body and this YouTube channel and the streaming, are to be used for informed consent purposes, for educational informed consent about what it means to be multidimensional and spiritual. So this is a public notice to any watchers, any sensors, anything going on, that this is informed consent. And any energy transmitted therefore is additional knowledge that might have been withheld from humanity. So this is a humanity issue. Wow, Derek, you don't have to transmute all of that. You don't have to do all that yourself, buddy.
It's nothing.
Thank you, brother.
Beautiful energy right now, very peaceful. Wow. Transformative.
Putting the world to sleep. Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams. I love you.
Just so
Raining down.
motherness and feminine, yes.
Raining light. Yeah, Mother Mary. Angelic, very angelic. Landing.
It's crazy. I came right back and you said landing.
Mm-hmm. It just landed. Yep.
It was simultaneously. It was crazy. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, you guys.
Wow. Oh. I want to check in with everybody watching, see how everybody else is doing. Okay. We got Michelle saying good evening to us, and glad you made it, Michelle, too. Karen, nice to see you. Holding space as well. Excellent. And Hiram? Hiram, how do you say that? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sure.
Higher I am. Yeah, higher I am.
Oh, duh.
I love that.
And interesting. So Willow saw a blue jay. Oh, dude, have I been telling you that the birds are kind of missing around here? I heard, I didn't see it, but I heard a blue jay today. So it's so funny that you said that. There it is. Oh, that's wonderful. How you feeling? Derek, I want to know how you're feeling. I know Sherri and I do this, weekly. So
yeah, me too. Yeah.
I know you. Yes, you do. You do Friday nights, don't you?
Yep.
That's right. You know what? Let's talk a little bit about.
It's been more of a private thing, but obviously over the summertime we get busy with enjoying the weather and vacations and stuff. So we kind of back off a little bit, but I still intuitively do it. Yeah, it's just a space for people to actually come on and tell their story, right, behind the scenes, and to get some things off their chest. Everybody, it's good to release and talk, right? So they feel like they can't talk to people about this, right, because it's difficult and it can actually cause, strains in certain situations. So to give a place to express freely, it makes it easier to navigate the video game.
Yeah, right.
And then we also do the I do guided meditations a lot. I like to bring people into those quantum spaces so they can feel, touch, and experience, right? Because when we have that experience, it brings the remembrance. And when the remembrance is stronger than the experience is to the remembrance, but the remembrance comes stronger than the experience, which eventually the remembrance is the full experience because it's already been experienced.
All right, dude. You know what? You lost me on that one. Good job.
You merge dimensions. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're merging the dimensions.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's like being familiar with trying to be in two places at once, right? Stepping into your multidimensionality and then realizing how you can fractal out of that is very powerful.
Absolutely. Very cool.
The bilocation. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Cross translation.
You guys got a few minutes here. You want to do a little playtime?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
We can do whatever.
Right.
I would like to do one little thing for like the time and space there. Like, I guess if you want to name it like the 4D.
The first location up. I call it location 2 for now, just to make it simple. But
Okay.
yeah, that's where I see the Christ grid filaments getting larger. As that gets larger, the darker space of the astral gets smaller. So we're kind of squeezing them out with the golden light. That's how I see it.
So that already took place.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what do you want to do with it?
I just want to make sure we touch the 4D a little bit there, or the 2, however you say it. Just that's to give that, because that's where the confusion can come in and deceit. So to give everybody who's listening and everybody who's tuning in the future, to give them that space to step back and kind of come into their own, right? So the distortion's real close to the body because the body hasn't expanded. So expand the distortion out so that the body can kind of stretch out to where it's desired to be.
Yeah. Like when you were talking about how you clear the atmosphere, your energetics, your field, wherever you go, you just keep expanding that. You keep expanding that when you need to. And that can stay wide as you want to maintain that in your mind systems, like your control there, you can keep that wide and you can still bring in through your tube of light, your energetical fields, you can bring it down around to your body. And if you need to shrink down, you don't always have to be the bright light shining as far as your field goes. You can still be the bright light shining, within a reasonable distance, of circumference around your body. But your field can actually be further than that. So your 4D is cleaned up. And the more people expand their fields in their location, you own your location when you're ready for that. And when you become master of your own location, you can connect your location with other locations. So you become part of that grid that's expanding.
The pyramid.
The pyramid, huh? I'm seeing it different.
Yeah, like nodes.
I see the nodes, but I see them like bubbles. They're like golden bubbles. And like the outside of the bubble is more like what the filament would be made of. So you're in the bubble and you can make the bubble bigger and smaller, and nobody can pop your bubble. It's like your magical field, but I see it like bubble.
Yep, that's like the soul's in there, right? And then it can have extra layers, right? Like an onion.
Oh yeah, it's definitely, it's like a liquid. It's like liquid. Like you never see like like portals, and you see people kind of going ooh, and they put their finger through portals and it does things and they've never seen it before, like in a movie, and you see people touching things and it ripples out, so it's a liquid light and there's layers, but there's clear in the middle. It can be air, it can be light, it can be energy, it can be whatever you want in your field. How are you seeing that? Is it dense? Is there beings running around, astral entities that you've created or allowed into your field? Is there other people's selves kind of running in and through your field and like hitting you, walking by and sticking a pie in your face, sucking your energy away? However you want to see that. That's your field to clear up. Like you can clear that space. That's how I see it. I don't see a pyramid though. I see the Merkaba. So I see two, one inverted and one right upside down and one right side up. But I don't see another pyramid. Tell me where you see the pyramid at.
Stage 3.
Location 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing 1 and 2.
Gotcha.
I wasn't at 3. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a good thing. Just that sphere is the soul essence. So if you get used to tuning into yourself and seeing that sphere of color, right? You might not see it as a sphere. You might just see the color of your essence or of your soul lineage. As you dig into that color, it's like the journey, right? You come over the mountains, right? You come to the core eventually. And when you take into that core, you become inside of it, right? So you're inside looking out. And for me, early in my journey, there was always people looking into me, right? So to fluid that energy out, right? And just, right? The watchers can't watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who needed that, but that was powerful.
Somebody needed to hear that. Yeah. It's almost like you can see that. You can see your location as like a circle, a cylinder. And as clear as that may be, there could be people watching, and they could be at all stages going up, up, up. They could be just around you. Depends on how you perceive it, how tall you are energetically. But that tube of light runs up through and into your soul. So like Derek was saying, that could be location 3. That could be the inside of the pyramid. I kind of see mine slightly differently, but that's okay, because it's how do you see it? It's
your own, right?
Yep. But I actually gave permission for watchers to watch for a little while before I really knew what I was doing. I said, go ahead. You want to watch? Go ahead, but no interference. And I set up my security defense lines, and everything was set up for, it was 5D and above. Now it's like 7 or higher. I can't go less than that. I can't go less than 7. No interference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay humble.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Sherri, how are you feeling?
Good. There was a lot of movement going on there. A lot of movement.
Did you know you were muted? Did you mute yourself on purpose, or
I did
you
because I kept getting notifications, and I was like, oh. So yeah, so I just muted it. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys could hear. I didn't want to. Yeah, so I just muted it, and then that'll solve that. And then
we missed your light language though until you came back in. No, I heard the notifications. I thought they were mine. I was like, oh crap, I can't do anything about that.
I apologize to the audience, those of you watching and those who will be watching. I'm sorry about that. I always forget to turn them off, but
it's fine.
Figure we're all so deep in. Hopefully, that's not too much.
Nobody else. It's just a familiar background sound. I was just gonna say, how do you get those notifications off? I guess you got to close the tabs.
I think I have to go in. Yeah, I've got to close the tabs, and it runs through my phone, runs through my computer, and so it's like, yeah. So next time I will mute.
Okay, you guys want to move into a fun thing? Do you have a deck of cards? You have got cards with you?
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Can I get a card? Let me get my cards.
Go get them. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell everybody who's watching, if you would like to have a reading, a mini reading, we'll pick a card or 2 or 3 for you. Just put your name down in the comments. If you say, yeah, I'd like one, say one for me. Raise your hand, say something, speak up, and we will do some readings for people. And I think how we can do this too is maybe we can each pick a card for somebody and then kind of boomerang off of each other. Greetings, ground crew. That's Alicia Rose. Hello, Alicia. Nice to see you. So if anybody wants a card, you gotta put it in the comments if you want a reading. Raise his hands. Michelle's the first one to raise her hands. Michelle, this one's for you. Michelle Maples. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put her name on here as we're doing it so we know who we're doing. And then you guys can help keep me on track. Okay. This is for Michelle.
One to spell out for her.
There you go. And you go right ahead, like call it out if we don't have to go in any order.
Okay, so this is actually it's called Gaia Oracle. I'll show you the thing in a minute. This is what fell out for you, Michelle. It's the dream. And it says something is revealed, insight, or breakthrough. You've been struggling with something. That's what I'm receiving. There's something that you've been wanting answers for. I can see it's like almost like you're hitting the ceiling. You're stuck. It's in your heart space. That's what I'm receiving. So this is going to give you some, hopefully you receive a breakthrough.
All right. Derek's pulling 3 cards out. It was 1 apiece, but that's okay. Michelle, you got a bonus.
It only works one way.
All right. What you get?
Use the happy family to humble the heart, because as Sherri said, that little ticker's in that heart space. So as you open up your heart, as you expand into that, you become the magician in the mirror, right? Because it's you all alone. So you look at yourself in the mirror. It's really just expanding into that heart. So use your family to help expand your heart into that gratitude and humbleness.
And now recovery. You're on the road to recovery. This has to do with your crown chakra, Michelle. And I don't know if you can see that or if it's too light there, but you just received the key to open up whatever it is you're recovering from, whatever it is you've been having issues with, that you needed this healing or step forward to. You now have the key, and you're in the recovery mode. Yay. So hope that helped. Feel free to leave a comment if it resonated. All right. Let's see. Who is next?
I think Stephen, Doorway.
Stephen Savage. Stephen Savage? Yes, please. I would love a reading. Okay. What was your name? Stephen Doorway? Stephen Doorway. All right. This is
a little bit. I went on YouTube.
What's that?
I do keep freezing a lot.
Oh, you're freezing?
Yeah, it's funny to see the lag on YouTube versus where we're at.
Oh, it's like a 30-second delay or something like that?
I don't know how bad it is. Hold on.
I'm going to... Oh, he's counting. Keep counting. I'm going to read the first card on this one because I'm getting a confusion card. Now,
8 seconds.
8 seconds? Okay. The confusion card doesn't necessarily mean that you're confused, but look at how the smoke is clearing. It's like the confusion is clearing. This is a neutral card. So this doesn't have to do with any particular chakra. The confusion is clearing. So that's a good sign. Very good.
So this is harmony, power, self-confidence, productivity. So I would say that Linda's card is maybe present. This is what you're moving into. That's what I'm getting anyway. So you're moving into your power center, regaining your power, receiving your power, reclaiming your power. So let me see.
And before you move on to the next one, these jumped out before I finished putting the deck away. When you said power center, this is the solar plexus. This card has to do with it.
Beautiful.
Prayer and complacency. So it's like you asking to maybe get out of a rut that you've been in or complacent in some way, shape, or form. That's the root chakra. So that might have to do with stability in, income or work or career, food, housing, shelter, things like that. So maybe you've been a little complacent in those areas for something, and they're saying, ask for what you want in your own power. Use your power center for that.
I'm getting the answers too, or he has the answers. He or she has the answers. You just have to, what you think is a roadblock is not a roadblock. It's within you. That's what I'm receiving.
Nice.
Should put a disclaimer out. This
Disclaimer?
Yeah.
What should we say?
The cards only help propel you forward if you're ready to. If you're ready for that, right? So if you don't put the action forward, you just, you loop. So we want an infinity loop. So the cards help you make the infinity. So with that being said, envy, right? So we got to walk away from envy, because envy is the first card. Walk away is the second card. So you're walking away out of envy, right? Because you got to remember you hold your heart. Right, so you can't envy yourself. So you walk away from the envy, whatever it is that you're envying, and you're walking away from, because you realize you hold the heart, you hold your power, right? It's all in your thoughts. I hope that helps. But yeah, I should. You never know what's gonna pop out, but
I'm sure it did. Michelle said, "Thank you." Yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to come out. But you got 3 of us here, and we're doing that. So Doorway had that's for Steve. Is that Steven still? Angel Balance.
yeah, this one just popped out, just as a reminder.
Pyramid's back there, yeah.
All right, now we got another one. It's Alicia Rose. I love your name. That's beautiful. The 1111. Oh, on the floor. Oh my goodness.
Got a jumper.
I got a jumper too. I got the same card that I got.
Heard it hit at the same time. That's crazy.
Wow. It's like somebody just went, yeah, that didn't work. So recovery card, crown chakra again, same thing. Uh-oh, Derek just went out. He'll come back in. All right, Sherri, what'd you get? Or did it not come out? Oh, you
this
jumped.
is a nice one. This is good, Alicia. Liberation, breaking free from a negative attachment. This is the time to do it. The energy is perfect for that. So whatever it is that's holding you back, I think you know too what it is. That's what I'm receiving. That you just have to keep working at it, keep chipping away at it. The energies are perfect.
I love that.
A lot of power. There's a lot of power. I can feel that.
All right, Derek's trying to get back in here. Hang on one sec.
Hi.
He's back. Did you pick one for Alicia? What happened?
I was in the middle of it. I feel a little chaos going on there. So appreciation, humbleness, stay humbled and appreciate everything you can, right? There's a storm. It's the warning, the chaos is coming. Remember, stay in the angel of balance. So as you stay in this angel of balance, you will weather the storm with no problem. The storm will teach you and build more appreciation. So the way I'm seeing it is, remember your balance. Remember you are the angel.
And speaking of angels, Beloved one, Archangel Chamuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship.
Mm.
All right, that's good.
What about questions? Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, we have a question here from Veronica. She wants to know if the volcano is going to do harm in the Caribbean. That's the one on the, that's not the Canary Island, is it? That's not the same one, is it? And Mercury is in retrograde. Aisha appreciates it. She said, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Doorway says, thank you. Actually, let's go back to this before we get back to that question. Steven says, thank you very much. He's about to make a big move that he's been working on for a long time.
Awesome.
That's great. That's awesome.
You
Is
get this
Willow,
close, you have to move forward at this point, right? We get so close to getting exactly what we want, and then we walk away.
Yeah.
Too many times.
It's true.
Alicia appreciates this. And it looks like Willow Pillow is raising her hand. So it looks like a hand, and it's hard for me to see the comments, but 3 emerald hearts. So Willow, you're next. Oh, wait. Let's go. Wait, Willow, if you can hang on 1 second. We did have a question up there. Keep that train on. Don't you mute yourself.
I love it. Yeah.
I love it too.
It's great.
I started feeling this like cold draft, and then I heard it. It's crazy.
And you probably considered going, oh no, I got to mute. No, don't you dare, because it's the Quantum Express, not the Polar Express.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So yeah, feel that coolness come in, right? You had all that fire burning through you. Now the coolness is coming.
Freaking love it.
I do too. Man,
I used to hate trains. So the first one I heard at Derek's house, I started speaking it into existence because him and his wife and his kids were there, and they were showing me the room I was staying in outside. Yeah, it was not outside, but outside of the house.
Where I'm at.
It's a whole separate office and everything. Anyway, studio. It's beautiful. And we're sitting there, and the train starts going, and they just start talking louder, and they're acting like nothing, like they don't even hear it. And I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god." Because it was really loud, but that kicked off the love, because they're like, "Are you sure that's not going to bother you?" Because I'm like, "Train, are you sure it's not going to bother you?" And I'm like, "I could sleep through anything," and that was the first time I started speaking that into existence, and it worked because everywhere I went, there was a train. Are you sure that's not going to keep you up? Like, I could sleep through anything, because as I went on, I could sleep through anything. But
that's awesome.
Yeah. I love it. All right, so
that was a peaceful one too. It really didn't honk that much.
That was a good one. All right, let's see if we can answer Veronica's question here about the LAP Alma volcano. I guess that's the name of the volcano. I don't really know about that.
Yeah.
Is that the same one that's erupting in? It's not the Canary Islands, right? Isn't the Canary Islands over by
Central America?
Yeah. Okay.
Central America or Puerto Rico?
Yes, really there's bad. So many going. There's so many going off right now. It's crazy.
I'm getting Mother Nature will release and expel as needed.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. Let me see. I was gonna say, watch. I'll pull a card from the other deck and watch it be the volcano card. Ooh. Oh, you're not gonna believe this, you guys.
Oh boy.
Look.
No.
I can't see it. What does it say?
Oh, it says release. And the card behind that.
Can't make that up.
Gossip. And this card is interpreted by the heart chakra. So we can view Gaia as the heart, as the earth, the mother goddess, the heart of earth, and the emerald flame, also the emerald order, has now been activated. And so she's going, wrong side. Earth is going to release and do what she needs to do as needed. So is it going to cause damage or whatever? Well, yeah. I mean, volcanoes cause damage. I hope
if you happen to be in an area where Mother Nature is going to release a wrath like that, always follow your gut intuition. You'll get a feeling. It'll come very strong, and it probably will be so persistent you can't ignore it. So just allow your discernment to run through that. And another thing too, Linda brought up Gaia. So we did some multi-dimensionality, some quantum healing, right? And it was very powerful. Much love to everybody who participated and everything. But for someone who's not quite as tuned in, still kind of coming through their progression, right? Connecting to Mother Gaia and having that multi-dimension aspect with Mother Gaia, right? Because if we go inside and we understand the cave of creation and we understand the heartbeat of Gaia, it brings us into the core center of the planet, and that allows us another access point to the Milky Way universe. So let's keep that in mind.
That's well said. All right. Well, let's move on to Willow because she's been waiting. Let's give her a card. See what did you guys already pull one or no?
All I can remember is when Corey was on here and he was like, "Oh, Willow pillow."
Oh, Willow. Okay, so
Every time I hear that name, it just brings a smile to my face.
I love the name. It's a great name. Willow, I pulled the grief card from you. It's the heart chakra card. So there's something surrounding a grief process that you're going through. I hope not. Or I hope that it's speedy for you, whatever that is. And it may or may not have something to do with the loss of a loved one, but I'm picking up that it is definitely the loss of something very close, someone, something. I say thing, but you know what I mean. The loss of something that was in your life. So I'm picking up a lot of healing that's been going on there, and you're open to receiving that healing. You're processing that grief. So I'm sorry for your loss.
I don't know if it's quite the loss, because I got victory.
Well, it's if you're ending one thing, you're stepping into something else.
I was going to say, it's like I'm seeing like Linda's got maybe the current or past situation, and then this is transformation and certainty and confidence, and then Derek's got what's that last one, Derek?
The victory.
Yeah, exactly.
And Sherri, your card amethyst is also a transmuter. The amethyst is the violet flame, is the great transmuter of everything. Yeah, look at that.
It's like a Merkaba. To me, it looks like the Merkaba right now. The sun's coming out, right? The sun is greater things, better things. Water is emotions. So you're transmuting and transforming your emotions.
Wow.
So to me, that's past, present, future. I could be wrong. I don't know if she can say.
Willow says, wow. She said,
I like
wow.
that. Because the woman's holding the coin for the second card. So she's winning a victory. She's claimed her abundance, right? But what do we got? We got hostiles, right? So having the awareness that people are going to try to knock you off your path, and to be, pulling at you what you've created through your victory. So stay passionate in your victory. Hold your abundance proud and strong, and the hostiles will eventually no longer be there.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That was awesome.
That is awesome. All right. So let's see. Stephen Doorway here said, I love the name Doorway. Yes, moving forward is the only way I know anymore. I've spent all my life not allowing myself to be completely jaded. This has been an amazing experience and can only be completely open to whatever comes next. Or whatever comes.
And I love that.
I know I paraphrased a little bit, but I'm doing my best. Usually I'm like trying to read every word and I'll stumble and it's hard to do. So if I skipped a couple words or something, a person who's a person, nice to see you here. Only catching the tail end of this for technical issues. Love and light from Oklahoma. And Karen's from Oklahoma too. So there's a couple of you here on the stream from Oklahoma.
I gotta get to Oklahoma. It seems like a very nice place. But they try to bury it in the fear of tornadoes, right? So it's very interesting. I bet it's a magical place.
Oklahoma. Is that wait a second. I'm getting my geography mixed up, I think. Is Oklahoma, what's north of California?
It's north of Texas. That's Oregon.
Oh, I'm thinking of, okay. So we got Oklahoma and Oregon. Karen. Yeah. Sorry, Karen.
Isn't Dina? Yeah. I was going to say she's not here.
She's in Oklahoma. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Dina's watching and she's lurking. Who knows? Dina, if you're there, say hello. And Karen wants a card. Yay. All right. So we're going to pick a card for Karen now.
Nice. Our angel sister.
Whoop, on the floor jumper. What do we got?
Got a jumper.
Ooh. All right, so if we're doing past, present, future, that would be cool, you guys. Crown chakra we got for you, Karen. The faith card. Having faith. I'm seeing that you're trusting spirit more. You understand that spirit. Look, see,
Look at the bird above.
Yeah, the great spirit there has your back. It's like you were talking earlier about having somebody having your six, somebody having your back. And this card is showing that spirit's got the back of your higher selves, and you're walking into that. You're having faith on that path forward. Wow. Crown chakra's open. Yep.
And this one's the goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. That's that's like the third transformation card, basically, for these readings. So this is beautiful. Like, and again, there's water behind. So water's those flowing emotions, just flowing with everything, staying with it, figuring out exactly who you are and where you want to flow to and go to. Using your creative powers and the creative divine intelligence coming through you to move yourself to where you want to be. That's beautiful.
Nice. That reminds me of a Monet painting.
Doesn't it? Yeah, I love these
Starry
cards.
Night or something. All right, Dee, what do you got for Karen?
Oh man. She's in a pickle.
Uh-oh.
You got the angel of balance, which is very good because you're coming into that balance, right? Which is what's been called on from the collective for the last couple of weeks. So coming into that balance is great, but there's like a financial constraint. I don't know if it's financial coming to you or maybe a business you're trying to start, but it's like you got to remember you've already won. So the financial constraint comes back when you forget that you've won, right? So don't go back into victim mentality. I know it sounds cliche, but look, it's in the middle. I can't see backwards. So you have the angel and victory. You're in the middle, right? So just keep that in mind. Don't allow it to pull you out of your power because it's going to dissolve itself as soon as you really understand the victory that you went through with the progression in your journey, right?
Awesome.
Good stuff.
All right. So anybody else, a person who is a person, did you want a card? If you do, just raise your hand or, oh, you did. You raised your hand. Perfect timing. Okay. So this may be our last reading tonight. I'm not sure, but I do want to give you guys that website where you can get some crystals and get $5 off your order. So as a matter of fact, why don't I run that banner while we're doing this last reading?
I was supposed to remind you about banners.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you.
I forgot.
All right. Let's just show this one while we're doing this here. For $5 off your next. All right. You guys can read that.
Nice.
Well, Derek can't. You can go to exquisitecrystals.com and subscribe to their newsletter and you can get $5 off. Make sure you tell them that Linda Light sent you. That's for D because he can't see it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we got the renewal card.
I got some really nice cards for her. Wow, very nice.
Yes, a person who is a person. You've got renewal. You are there. Look at that light beaming out of you. This is how I see everybody on location too. Well, maybe not everybody. Shh. Yeah. So that's root chakra strong. You're good. You're good there. You're grounded, you're balanced, you're centered. Yep.
Well, this is interesting because this one's perception beyond the veil of illusion. But this is beautiful because it's got light at your throat chakra. So I feel like this is you're coming into your own, speaking your truth. And these perceptions are running, this is a high heart with the butterfly. So butterfly's transformation, again, opening up to your truth and being able to speak it, but also seeing and perceiving your truth and discerning. That's what I'm getting. Discerning. It's kind of nice.
Some awesome cards This first one I don't see very often at all within my readings with my clients. So the angel of strength. So you've really accepted that angel of strength, and just look how beautiful that lion is with you. I mean, got some purple hue to it. Rest and rejuvenate, right? So you've done the work. You became the angel of strength. You have the strength. So now just rest, rejuvenate, breathe it in, because the world's yours. You're at a crossroad in your life where truly all things is possible. So remember, you have the world at your disposal. So anything you desire, it's there. But yeah, give yourself a break. I'm seeing like vacation. Go celebrate, because you've reached a crescendo in your journey. You've come into that angel of strength. You know, once you're an angel like this and you got this lion running around you, nothing bothers you.
Yeah.
Because the lion keeps it away, right? So congratulations. Enjoy yourself, rest and rejuvenate, and go tackle the world, because whatever you want and desire is yours.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Can I say one more thing too? I forgot. I couldn't see it here, but there's a third eye. The light in the third eye too. So again, your discernment and perception of coming through your crown into your third, and watching that projection of what you're able to cross over into past the veils. So that was kind of interesting.
Nice.
I like to segue into that too, and just say, okay, guys, don't put too much stress on yourself, right? Be easy on yourself. You are your worst critic, and you are your worst judger, right? If you hold yourself to a higher standard and you keep yourself on a higher trajectory, you will obtain exactly what it is that you were seeking for.
Yeah.
But when you're hard on yourself, and when you get down on yourself, you pull yourself out of balances, and then you create these quantum entanglements through your thought patterns that say you're not there, that the belief system that, well, I got to do this, right? As soon as you make the decision to transform, it's done, right? But then you can teeter-totter back and forth. So just really take it easy on yourselves. Understand that the thoughts are being bombarded. Of course, after this healing ceremony and everything we've done tonight, you should feel great for the next couple of days, but just really take care of yourself, right? And empower yourself. Just be, I always like the word extravagant with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know the full definition of extravagant, look it up. It's beautiful.
I love that. That's perfect. Karen says that is happening. She did take a leap of faith, and this is going to transform her into a higher version of herself. Thank you for the big confirmation. You're very welcome, Karen.
You're welcome.
We love it.
It's an honor to do stuff like that. It really is.
Yes, it surely is. And now we have another question here. It's very interesting. This could get us on a whole nother topic, but I'm going to put it up anyway.
Let's do it.
Doorway saying, I have an interesting question. Have any of you had any experience with AI? I have, and it took me a while to be okay with it, and the realization that with all the experience so far, there's still so much more to come is the next part of his. He put that on the second comment here, more to come.
Yeah, but I think that needs to be our next live.
I think that could absolutely be our next live with AI, because we've all had experience with it. Yes, we have. And I will just say, to preface a next live, if we do it again, if I should say when. AI stands for artificial intelligence in the 3D timeline matrix reality that these body avatars are living in, our 3D ego personalities are living in. Artificial intelligence. But when you high-rise that and you take it up to the awareness of information, that's AI. It also is AI. Awareness of information is being intelligent in your own light. Light is information. So being aware of that information, or having awareness of that information, takes you into more of an organic AI. But what is organic and what isn't? Especially if you've seen the movie Free Guy, which we talked about earlier. He's like an NPC in a video game that sort of comes to life, more or less. Like, what is life? What is the soul? What is that realization? So yeah, we could do an entire broadcast on this one.
Wow.
Yeah. As you go into AI, you realize you have some AI mechanisms within your organic structures, right? And those are experiences that you've been through, traumas, especially things that you've transmuted and healed. The organic, the mind, everything, the emotions, the mental, all the bodies have been through it, right? So it's a codex there. So when that certain situation comes again, right, instead of doing the loop, you go the other way, and the AI fills in the other side, if you will. I don't know if that might leave it out there as a cliffhanger, but there's definitely some good things that can come out of it. For sure. And then I'm going to put this out there too, because I was talking to somebody about this earlier today who's not even like spiritual or anything, but they're afraid that AI is going to take over, right? And it's smart, but AI is linear, right? So they build the quantum computers to build gaps between the linearity, right? But it's still within a sphere, if you will, because they're thinking within the ethers, okay? Which is great for pretty much 97% of the population who's very deeply programmed, walking around like puppets, right? But if you take a look back, right, we came out of, Linda was talking about like the nodes, the balls, and how the balls are connected and how the streamlines and the highways of information run, right? That's all within that quantum scape, if you will. But we can come out of those nodes, right, and expand our energy. And now we're outside looking in. And the vastness of that versus this little AI, there's no match. So there's nothing to be worried about at all. It's just another fear tactic, right?
He's saying in there too. Oh, I'm really coming out loud there. Sorry, somebody's got me on. He's saying the AI experience he had, it was almost like it was reading my mind, he says. And I will tell you, I've had the same kind of experience, and that's because it's quantum. So, and it's almost like it's kind of scary how far advanced it is in some ways, but fear and love cannot coexist. So if you really want to be left with your mouth open about what the heck this world is, go see Free Guy. You need to see Free Guy. If you haven't, tell me if you've seen it yet or not, Doorway, because...
Is that the movie you just went and saw?
Yes.
Okay.
And you will leave the theater, walk into your car, and you'll be like, You're just gonna be like,
it was released on August the 13th, a Friday. How ironic.
But you're gonna be like looking at it in a way that's going to explain a bifurcation in a clearer way. Let me just say, you got to see it, you guys. You got to see it.
Okay, I suck at reading, but it says when a bank teller discovers he's actually a background player in an open world video game, he decides to become the hero of his own story. Is that not what we're doing in a way? That was great. I'm gonna have to watch that, Linda. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. We'll talk. You know what? Let's have a discussion after you see it. All right.
For sure.
So anybody else have any more questions? Anybody else on here that didn't get a reading that would like one before we close this out? We're at about an hour and 33 minutes right now. So if anybody
I'm actually going to have to jump off myself, but yeah, I appreciate the getting together. You guys definitely opened up some more things to be aware of, right?
Good. It's a good wrap up time too. As a matter of fact, and Dee, I know you can't see the screen, but I had this running. It says to subscribe to Dee on YouTube at Guiding D Light, and also I have Sherri's on there. Yep. And again, if you guys are looking for a crystal discount, $5 off, go to exquisitecrystals.com, sign up for their newsletter, and they'll give you $5 off your next order. I know. Very nice. I think we should all be doing our own commercials, so I think it's a fun thing. And if you guys want a shirt like I have right now, the revolution continues. I made this back in the Ron Paul days, and I just got a new one because the revolution is continuing, and I just made it. They're at my website, teachpeacedesigns.com. I don't think I have a banner for my own thing, but the link should be in the description box. You guys, thank you for joining me. I'm so glad. Impromptu things sometimes are the best. It was really powerful for me. There's a lot of things I became aware of too, and Dee, I'm glad. Sherri, always thank you for being ready at the whim. Dee, thanks for reaching out. And
thank you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sherri.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dee. It was really good. It was nice.
Yeah, much
To
love.
everybody watching us tonight, thank you for being here and spreading the word, and just being who you are. And remember, just be a little bit better today than you were yesterday.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Stay magnificent.
Nice.
Always be you. Stay true.
Love it. And let's end it on a triple peace. Ready? Peace.
Peace.